Hello. Welcome everybody.
Howdy.
Welcome to this little thing that we're doing. My name is Carlos, and if my lovely guests and co-hosts would like to introduce themselves, they can go right ahead.
All right. Oh.
Started by whoever.
You can go, Eli.
Okay, well, if you didn't know, my name is Eli, or full name Elijah, but I go by Eli, and I will be serving as the co-host of this lovely podcast.
Awesome. And then my name is Anthony Baker, but y'all can just call me Baker. I will be serving as the second co-host of this podcast.
Serving Baker. Ha.
Ah,
Oh god, that was horrible. Alright, anyway. Yeah, so welcome everybody. This is a little something that I've been wanting to work on for quite some time now. It's just something I want to dive into, so I have the stuff and the right mind and time to do it now. So hey, here we go! So this little thing is a little podcast that I like to call Fishing for Entertainment. And if you haven't guessed by now, or you haven't seen me talk about it, I want to make a podcast about fishing in video games, because why not? I love it, it's fun, and yes, it's a very specific thing to do, but I figured what the hell, to get started on something.
That makes it more worthwhile to do it, because, you find a niche.
Yeah. Gotta start somewhere.
Exactly.
And then for the audience listening at home, or if anyone actually is listening to this after I put it out there, I will apologize in advance if there are some kind of like rough cuts in between, because I do have a tiny dog that likes to bark a lot.
I thought I was the only one.
Yeah, it can get rough sometimes, and he's going off right now in the back. Hopefully that doesn't get caught, but I will do my best to edit it down. So don't come screaming at me when it's like, oh, why does this sound like shit? It's hard when there's like a dog in the background that won't stop, and you gotta you're talking halfway through. Anyway, other than that.
And we would like to introduce our third co-host,
Carlos's dog.
Hey, round of applause, everybody. Little asshole that he is. Oh god. Alright, so then, let's just go ahead and get right down to this. Hopefully everyone has their snackies and their drinks, drinking some water or some juice, whichever you prefer.
Oh yeah.
Exactly why it took me a whole hour just to start this, just to get boba.
Oh, nice. Alright, well,
damn,
there you
dude. What kind of boba did you get?
Taro, milk tea.
Oh,
yes,
dude, that's like one of the ones I get the most too.
Mm-hmm. That's nice. Alright.
So, let's get into it. Episode 1, or maybe, the last episode, depending on how well this goes. I will say one more thing as well. I know I keep interjecting, and I'll get started on the actual topic at hand, I promise. I do have a problem with talking fast, so bear with me as I try to maintain my speech and my enunciation. With that being said, let's get down to it. For today's episode, I would like to discuss Animal Crossing, specifically Animal Crossing New Horizons. We all know it, we've all either played it or seen it, and if you don't know it, you've seen it somewhere. I'm pretty sure you have.
Heck, I'm playing it right now.
Yeah, I was going to be playing it right now, actually, too, but I got busy with other stuff. So it's just in sleep mode right now, waiting for me to get back to it whenever. But yes, Animal Crossing New Horizons. It's a big hit sensation, and yeah, it came out 3+ months ago, but it's still relevant to this day, I assure you. I mean, they just had an update not too long ago, which I will get into because they brought back one of my favorite things. Anyway, if anyone doesn't know what Animal Crossing is, again, I'm pretty sure you've probably seen it or heard it somewhere on something. I will be honest, it is a little hard to describe, but I usually just tend to describe it as like a life simulator, because that's kind of what you do. You have a town, you have an area, you start up your own life. You get a house, you get furniture, you make friends with cute little animals that you would die for and want to protect them, and others that you can't stand. But that's the gist of it. It's been around for a long, long time now. There was the GameCube games, the DS games. If you want to count the mobile games as well. And
Is this your guys' first time playing Animal Crossing?
It's not for me. I started my Animal Crossing journey on the 3DS with New Leaf. New Horizons is my second, I guess, core Animal Crossing game. Unless you count Happy Home Designer and Pocket Camp. That's the one for the phone.
No, Pocket Camp.
I love Pocket Camp.
I do kind of want to try to get back into it, but New Horizons.
It's like, what's the point? Yeah.
What about you, Baker? I know you have a Switch.
I do have a Switch. Funny thing about that is I have yet to play New Horizon, but I did play. I've been playing Animal Crossing since the first one. I didn't play the DS version, or I played Pocket Camp a little bit, but yeah, like I said, I started with the GameCube, dude, and I feel like that was so awesome. I love the GameCube just for having such a different array of games. Like, you have Animal Crossing, you got Resident Evil, the remake on there. It's like, what?
I always forget. Yeah, Resident Evil 4 was put on the GameCube.
Oh yeah, it was a console exclusive at first, huh? I forgot about that.
Was it?
Yeah, it was only on the GameCube. Resident Evil 4, for a year or two, and then they put it on the PS2.
We've all played Animal Crossing or have had some kind of interaction with it. And while we're going through this, also keep in mind, for those listening at home, yes, I'm talking to you, we are no means professionals. So, don't take what we say as law and as this is how it's supposed to be. These are just three dudes shooting the shit.
Shooting the shit.
I like that. So, can that be our motto?
Three dudes shooting shit. So if we say something wrong or something you don't like,
well, get over it. It's the internet.
Get over it. You can write to me an angry letter. I'll just ignore it, I guess. But
But feel free to write it out though. Get it out of your system.
Yeah, it helps. It helps.
Yeah, we just pissed off 50 angry kids who just you guys already started off wrong. Animal Crossing is the best game ever.
Animal Crossing is one of the fan bases that can get just absurdly
a little
annoying.
Aggressive.
Yeah, that's you. It's already happened in the past week. So anyway, let's not get into that, and let's get into the actual game. I fucking love this game. This is one of the games I've been waiting for so long since they first announced the Switch. I knew they'd been making this game for a new game for the Switch. Waiting for forever. Oh my god. And another thing, this is why I'm making a podcast, is because of the fishing. It's the mechanics are just so interesting. I'll get into that in a little bit. But Animal Crossing is just it's just a fun old time that you can have. I do spend a little too much time on it, I will admit. Especially now, where I have literally all the time in the world. So I've been playing nonstop since the day it came out. But even then, if it wasn't, I'd still fit it into my schedule. It's addicting. I have you'd have a morning routine that you do. Well, I do anyway, at least. I'd set it out.
It's the next gen Farmville.
Oh, dude.
Oh
Farmville,
my god.
Jesus.
See, I never played Farmville. I'm glad I didn't. But, oh god, that game. Anyway, yeah, I love Animal Crossing. You guys love Animal Crossing, right?
Yeah, I do.
I'd say I like it, dude. I don't know. I like it and I understand. I don't know. I can't really get into it, dude. I've tried. I feel like the same thing with Stardew Valley. I got it on my Switch. And that's probably why I haven't got Animal Crossing yet. It's just also I work on, so it's I don't really have time to fit it. But
right,
I do. It's fun. I played it, but I wouldn't say that I played a whole bunch. But I do appreciate what it does and landscape of like the Switch too. It's just like the GameCube. It's a very array of different stuff, and you can find a whole bunch of shit, honestly, just because of like how the store is. But man, this is a good game.
Yeah, because I'm biased because I'm a Nintendo fanboy, so I'll take whatever they can give me. But not only that, I've had this weird affiliation towards games that are like management wise for like the longest time. Like still to this day, one of my favorite games that's in this genre of like management stuff is Viva Pinata, because it's just like,
Oh, I've never played that, but I've always wanted to play that.
I'm waiting for them to put it onto the Windows Store so I can finally play it again. I miss it so much. Spent countless hours on that. But yeah, management type stuff games. Yeah, it's not for everyone. I've seen it plenty of times. You said it yourself. But there's still, I feel like there's still more to offer. Because yeah, it's a cute little game where you just like play and then your stress goes away because you get to talk to this cute little deer or tiger and be friends with you, and you create your own secret code words that only you two can talk to each other.
Ooh, I don't know about all that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I just got one of my villagers to have a secret code phrase between you two of us. I was like, oh, fuck yeah, I'm waiting so long for you to tell me this.
Like, what's the secret? No.
I'm not going to tell you guys. It's between us two.
Ooh.
I'll get some Tom Nook.
Don't want to overstep your boundaries. My bad. No.
And for those that want to know which villager it is, his name is Poppy. He is a horse.
Oh, Poppy.
Yeah, I love Poppy. I found him on one of the islands at first. One of my first residents I got. And I fell in love with him instantly. Never had a horse villager, but I love him a lot. And he's one of my favorites. Anyway.
This is by far the most, like, relaxing, like... I'm really bad at, like, management type games. I think most notably the one that sticks out is Death Stranding. I hate those kind of, like, management type games. But you're right, kind of this game shares a lot of like similarities, I think, with like Stardew, sort of loosely.
Oh yeah,
but,
big time, I would say.
But this being a game that is very new to me, like this whole series, and me coming into it, I would say I'm a really big fan of this game. It's really relaxing. I just spent a few hours of time just fixing up my garden, talking to Tom Nook and my dad.
I'm debt free right now, so. And I believe I was one of the ones that peer pressured you into getting it.
Ooh.
I remember that actually. I think I was debating. It was like close to the end of my semester, and I was really stressed out. But the game came out literally around that time, and I wanted to play that game that everyone was talking about, like how fun it is and how like stress relieving it was. And I thought to myself, maybe I should just buy it now, screw my finals, and just hang out with my villagers and build my little town. And I hit you up, Carlos, about that. And I'm glad I did. I'm glad I bought it.
Yeah, great investment. If you're still on the fence about it, buy it. Do it now. Buy it. All right. Anyway, let's dive right into the main topic at hand.
Ooh.
Fishing in Animal Crossing. Oh my god. It's so simplistic yet addictive at the same time. I wouldn't say a high standard, but I have a standard when it comes to any type of fishing minigame, any kind of game. If it's done poorly, I wouldn't touch it, or if it's done okay, it might be fun to me, or, it just won't work at all. Animal Crossing fishing is one of the most, it's, like I said, so simple, but at the same time, there's more to do with it than most games I've seen, save for a few games that I'll probably get into later. It's, you throw your fishing pole in front of the fish, wait for it to bite, you reel it in. It's that easy, but there's still tons of fun to do with it.
It's that easy, and you can spend literally 2 hours doing it.
Yeah, you wake up in the morning, you catch a couple of fish, and you realize, oh, it's been 5 hours. I'm still trying to catch all the fish that I need to for this month, and I'm missing like 2 fish from last month as well.
Wait, so you'll have like certain fish. It'll change like monthly, or
Yeah,
you have to catch. Oh, that's
yeah,
almost
because Animal Crossing works off of real time since the GameCube, I believe. It works off real time, so 8 o'clock here is 8 o'clock there, unless you set the time on the Switch. Filthy time traveler. I'm just kidding. I don't care if you time travel. You can do whatever you want with the game. You play it however the fuck you want to. But that's the thing you do. But in the same way, where some are here, some are there, they have their own real world events and holidays and seasons that correspond to the game. So like for now, it's July. It's starting to get summertime, so you're seeing a lot of more summer fish. Like now, all the sharks pop up. Sunfish is one of the fish you can catch right now. I caught mine yesterday, I believe. Finally, been looking for it for a while. Hey, gotta keep searching, boy.
You gotta keep searching.
But yeah, it's every month. Usually every month there'll be something new to catch. So that's why first every month I'm like, all right, let me see what I can find.
Something new.
Yeah, and like one of the best things that I love about this game that they added into it too, that like makes me even more ecstatic for the fishing, is the whole museum thing that again they've done in every single Animal Crossing game. Because you catch a fish, you go give it to Blathers, and he puts it on display, and the museum is just, you walk in and it's just so beautiful to look at, and like the what's the word I'm looking for? The ambiance, I guess. The music that plays, this subtle,
like the tone of the scene.
Yeah, basically. That plays, you just walk through it, you take your time, you see everything you've caught, and it's just, I want to just like live in that museum for the rest of my life.
It is ridiculously big.
Dude, yeah. It really is. For like no reason. And as I said before, yeah, I've said it several times now, the simplistic beauty of fishing in this game. It's not just fishing. Like Animal Crossing has a bunch of other stuff, as I mentioned earlier, their own events to keep it from growing stale. So you're not just there catching something. Like most games. I was
gonna say that it like kind of. You say it's like simplistic, like when it comes to the mechanics of the catching, but then it also like has like the museum aspect, which makes it long lasting. And especially, I don't know if they're gonna add new fish, but that'd be kind of sick. Like over time, like they'd add like, I don't know if they're doing that, but you were saying that they add like different fish you can catch at different times.
I could see them doing something like that, but they have added new fish than previous games had. But if they like add just straight up like new fish into the game, because it's a modern game that they can update, that'd be pretty cool. I'd be totally down for that. More fish to catch, more work for me to do. Yeah.
This game will never end with all the fish that we have to catch.
It really won't. Not just in the fishing aspect, but just like in general, my island is still a mess that is not 100% yet.
You gotta clean up your house, dude.
My house is fine. It's my island that needs work. I have so many fucking flowers that keep popping up because it keeps raining for like the past 3 weeks. And my island's back to a 4-star rating because of it too. I have to clean up all these random flowers all around. Oh, God. Anyway, let's not talk about that because that will drive me crazy. Along with just normal fishing and using the fish to decorate your house or to showcase in the museum, they also have fishing tournaments that you can do. They're not like what you expect big tournaments to be. Not in this one, at least. It did change a lot since New Leaf. I like how they did the fishing tournaments there, because they went off of the size of the fish. So whoever got the biggest size fish wins prize at the end of the day. And you catch like the biggest size fish you can, and start the tournament, and you're like, okay, yeah, I'm done. That one I won, right? And then and in turn, it's like, oh no, Bianca caught a way bigger fish than you did, and it's like, wait, what the fuck? And that did happen to me, so I like that one though because it was give you more time to fish. So you just keep catching fish. Anyway, But in this one, it's you. I don't know if you guys have played, or Eli, if you've done the fishing tourney yet.
No, I
in this
haven't.
game, it's just you have 3 minutes to catch as many fish as you can, and you get points depending on how many fish you catch. And you use the points for prizes, and your total amount of points that you get from catching fish accumulates to a bigger prize. It's still fun, because now they added the whole bait ingredient that you can make.
Oh yeah.
So if you want to prepare ahead, you just use that, and then. But yeah, fishing tournament's a lot of fun. You get your trophy. I'm still at silver because I haven't got enough points yet. But
Carlos, come on. You're supposed to be the pro here. Come on, dude.
I am, okay? This is just...
It's a
I'll
minor
get there. I'll get there, I promise.
This is a fishing podcast.
I understand that. As I was saying, there's a fishing tourney coming up this Saturday, or I think next Saturday. So I'll be there.
Ooh,
Will you? No.
Yeah, let me know. Let me know how many points you got. But yeah, it's... When I first played New Leaf, I think I did a lot of the time just fishing in the game after I was done doing my morning routines. Because like I said, and like you guys said as well, it's relaxing. It's fishing in other video games. It's something that like you can take a break from. I know it's Animal Crossing, but take a break from any panic that's happening in that game to just sit back, relax, catch a couple trout, or a sea bass for the 50th time today.
Or a tire.
Or a tire. Yeah. Yeah. God, I thought it was going to be a big fish, but nope, a tire. But yeah, this game, it's brought me so much joy, and I'm glad the fishing hasn't changed. They didn't want to do anything with that. They kept it as it was. So I still have fun with it nonstop. I think I was going to do just some more today, because I think there's a couple of fish I want to catch to display in my house too. So I think there's some that I might be searching for today after this.
Is there any like... Oh, go ahead, Eli.
Oh no, I was gonna ask real quick, like, what is your favorite favorite fish to catch? I'd say that you keep in your display.
Oh, that would keep.
Yeah.
Usually it's like the bigger fish, but just because I have a favorite fish in these games, I think the one I've always had. Well, actually, the one fish I always have from even New Leaf and now in my house displayed was a sturgeon, because I've always wanted to catch a sturgeon in real life as well. 'Cause it's just a big ass prehistoric fish that I want to be able to reel that up. The sturgeon is definitely one that's recurring that I've always kept in my house to display. And the coelacanth, the actual, yeah, it's an actual prehistoric fish that existed among the dinosaurs. I think that's right.
Oh.
Yeah, you can only catch it when it's raining. So you haven't caught it yet.
Ooh.
It's the largest shadow. You can only catch it when it's raining, and it's all year round.
Gotcha.
But,
Okay.
But other than that, I mean, any other fish that look cool, like sharks, like the hammerhead. I have the whale shark, and I think I've never seen them in real life, but I've only seen them in Animal Crossing. They're called I think it was the sea firefly or sea butterfly. It's like a little ghost-looking thing. I've never seen it in real life. I didn't even know that was a real animal that existed. That's always another fish that I always keep around me.
Oh, what was it again?
Sea firefly or sea butterfly?
Ooh, that sounds cool.
It's pretty cool.
These are really cool looking. Yeah, I'm looking it up right.
Oh, so they do exist in real life.
Yeah, they do. Sea butterfly. These things are rad. Something you'd probably see in Finding Nemo.
Yeah, oh my god, look at that. Yeah, for the people listening at home, feel free to Google it and then join us in this magical moment.
Doesn't it look like a snail? It kind of looks like a snail in the water. I don't know what else to say. Underwater snails. There.
I mean, sea snails do exist.
A sea snail mixed with a jellyfish. That's a tough tongue twister for you.
Sea snail mixed with the sea jellyfish? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm not going to try to say it faster, so good luck with that.
But what were you going to say earlier before I cut you off? About favorite fish?
Oh, I was going to ask because I wasn't for sure. Is there like because you were saying that there's like advantages for like catching the fish. You can like put them at your like house, like for like put them up on a mantle or something. Is there like any other advantages? Like, could you like sell them or like how to really play?
Oh, absolutely. That's where the money's at, especially now with all the sharks.
There you go. See, kind of unfamiliar.
But yeah, it's in Animal Crossing. That's how you make your money. You catch bugs, fish, and you sell them to good old Timmy and Tommy. You get money, lots and lots of money. To pay off your extremely high debt.
Damn you, Tom Nook!
No, he's a great guy. I love him. Salty.
Yeah, I guess. It's great. It's great.
And though fishing is meant to be relaxing and fun, except in some games where it's a living hell, and in Animal Crossing, it's where everything's just a big old ball of sunshine. It absolutely can be frustrating. Absolutely can. It's happened several times. You know, it's like you're used to catching fish on the third or second bite, but there's that one fish that bites for like 10 times in a row. And then like on the sixth one, you accidentally press A because you think that one's going to bite, and then it goes away. Pisses me off every time. And of course, there's like, people try to hear for it, which I do too sometimes. I try to hear for it. But my thumb acts before I can think, so I just immediately try to hook it and miss it, which could have been a new fish I didn't catch or a shark to get some money. So that's my favorite aspects, Mr. Big Fishing Fanatic over here. Reason why I love this game. Well, one of the reasons why anyway. And why I still play it nonstop. You guys, I don't know if you are as big fishing fans as I am.
Like IRL, like fishing?
Well, both, I guess, in fishing and in IRL and in fake IRL.
I had my fair share of doing it in person. Like, I used to do it a lot as a kid, but doing it with my dad was just really stubborn and such a hard ass on me. I kind of grew to hate fishing. I'm not gonna lie. It's ironic how we're doing a fishing podcast, but you know, it's in video games, so it's okay. I can talk about it. But you know, fish like I said, in Animal Crossing at least, I have more fun with it. I don't have to relive any real life like scenarios that I've had so many times as a kid.
You don't have to relive any real life traumatic experiences.
Yeah, I was avoiding to say traumatic. Like, oh, what do you mean traumatic? Like, what happened as a kid? I'm like, oh, I don't talk about that. I don't talk about that time I.
It's like it's like Timmy and Tommy are like, yeah, you can buy a fishing pole to catch some fish. And you're like, oh god.
I got one of these babies ever. This is for you, Dad. It's okay. I'm catching some bass, anchovies, some sharks. Like, I would never have caught a shark in real life, but
yeah, please don't. By the way, that's terribly wrong.
Oh, I'm not advising don't fish for sharks.
If you're gonna fish, please fish responsibly. Don't be one of those assholes. You know, fish what you're gonna catch. What you're gonna eat. Yeah, catch what you're gonna eat in the ethical sense. You know, don't trophy fish. Don't trophy hunt. You're a piece of shit if you do that.
We don't advise that, but you know, fish in video games is way more fun. Show off that shark.
And yes, I may be a big fishing fanatic, but in real life, I caught about a total of 3 fish in my life. All right. And those 3 fish that I did catch, we ate. So Please fish responsibly.
Hey, it's not about the number of fish you caught. It's about the love of the fish.
It's about the friends we made along the way.
Exactly. About the journey.
Baker, I know you said that you haven't played New Horizons.
That I haven't.
One quick question is, why haven't you?
Oh, like, dude, I work like 50, like 60 hours a week, honestly, and like, I know that if I like play it, I'm gonna get like drawn in, and I'm just like, dude, I'm waiting for like, because I have like 2 weeks off in October, so I was thinking about playing it during then, like those 2 weeks, and like, I don't know, I just haven't had the time.
That's understandable.
Yeah, of course. Everyone has their own thing going on.
For real, especially with this COVID.
Oh yeah, it's live screen crazy out there. It's one big old mess.
For real, but that's again what's important about this podcast is it lets us, take a breather.
Take a breather, sit back, catch a fish or two.
Exactly. Remember what's really important, dude. The journey.
Friendship.
The friends we made along the way.
Friendship and fish.
Friendship and fish. There we go. That's the tagline.
Friendship and fish.
Friendship and fish.
Oh, Baker, I think it was you that mentioned Stardew Valley at first.
Mm-hmm.
Because I love that game as well. I love that game to death. It's so stressful and so fun. But it's funny, too. I hate fishing in that game. I can't stand it. It's like, why couldn't the mechanic be so simple? They have to make it so complicated, Be like Animal Crossing. Make your fishing simple and fun. Don't add unnecessary steps. But yeah, like those two games, if you haven't played Stardew Valley, again, I highly recommend it. It's fun. There's multiplayer, so you can play with a friend or significant other.
Stardew fun, fishing bad.
Well, no. Fishing good, but done bad. So fishing okay.
Fishing okay. Just complicated.
Too complicated. It's Stardew Valley is another one of those games that it's like same life simulator genre or whatever. It falls in the same category. But we're not here to talk about Stardew Valley, though we can if people want us to.
Oh yeah, I was about to say, like, should we save that for another episode for Stardew? Because, like, in terms of the fishing and the game, also, like, I have a lot to say about that. Also,
I mean, yeah, but I'd totally be down for that. I don't mind. I love Stardew.
I
like another game too. You what?
I like it.
You like it?
We won't talk about it now. Good things. Animal Crossing. I love it.
Hey, Carlos, I have one question. Have you ever caught a golden trout?
I have.
Ooh.
Wait, talk about the game in the game, right?
Yeah, in the game.
Oh, yeah.
Not in real life.
No, of course not. Why do you ask?
That's cool. No, I was just wondering because that's like just like an expensive fish.
I don't think it's actually covered in gold. But yes, I have. Golden Trout is out of season right now, I believe. So if you miss it, you gotta wait until next year. Or again, you can time travel. Whoa. I think that about covers it if you like a lot, but I can probably dive into more of it. Basically covers the basics of what fishing has to offer in this game. There's plenty to offer. It's just overall a good old fun, relaxing time. Like, if Animal Crossing didn't have the bug stuff or the fossil hunting stuff, and like just the fishing was like the main thing that you could do, I'd totally fucking be down for that. I'd still be playing this game nonstop. And as I mentioned beforehand as well, the fishing tournament stuff, the character that runs it, his name is CJ in this one, Chip Jr., for all the previous Animal Crossing fans. Yeah, Chip Jr. he also offers other services that you can catch your favorite fish, and he'll make a model out of it to display in your own home if you don't want to display the actual model, because some of them are gigantic and take up like half the room. But yeah, CJ's a fun character they added. That he's too precious. He's too precious for this game. But they made him like they made him as like the persona of a Twitch streamer. He's like a esports fisher pro, and he has like a stream, and it's like, oh, I gotta get some pictures for all my followers and subscribers.
No way.
Yeah, it's kind of cringe, but at the same time, just pretty wholesome. Because he's just doing what he loves.
It makes it makes perfect sense, especially.
One of the things that I can't believe they did in this game, though, every time you talk to him, or one of the dialogues he gives you, is he says, like, hey there, fishing fashionista, have you picked out your fishing sona yet? And it's like, wait, what?
Oh.
It's like, I wasn't aware Nintendo was new, well, that they knew what that word meant. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's, it's funny to see something from a different community brought into this game. But yeah.
God.
CJ's a fun little guy that I love. That I miss. Because he hasn't come around to my island lately, actually, now that I think about it.
Man, I still have so much to experience in this game. I just technically I can't even say I beat it. Like, I finally got KK to finally come to my island after a month of playing this game.
Yeah, it's like now you're in...
now I can finally play.
Quote-unquote endgame stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you have terraforming now, so have fun with that. That is just infuriating.
It's exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm building a park right now.
Dude.
This is so time-consuming.
Good luck. I've tried to build a park like 5 times. I don't like this. Okay, how about this? I don't like this. Alright, how about this? Alright, I don't like that. How about this? Alright, good enough.
What a wholesome game.
Yeah. Again, if you haven't played it, do it now. If you can't afford the money on it, play Pocket Camp. It's free.
Oh, definitely. Recommend if you don't even have a Switch and you want to know what the hype is about Animal Crossing, it won't be the same, but it is the same. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, if you've seen New Horizons, but you're like, I want to play New Leaf for the first time, I wouldn't say you'd be disappointed, but you'd be missing out on a bunch of cool stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you wouldn't be able to set out furniture out on the island. You wouldn't be able to build your own park.
Yay, park.
But New Leaf, hey, so recommend. I love that game too. I miss my old villagers. As I said before, that's kind of it for the fishing. There's not much to talk about, but a lot I could talk about. If I've missed anything, which I'm pretty sure I might have, it'll come to me like at the end of the day. Whatever, it's fine. But overall, moral of the story, boys and girls, just go out, catch a fish in a video game, Stop killing monsters, stop doing long, strenuous quests, and just grab a fishing pole, and grab some
Stop
snackies.
playing with 10-year-olds on Call of Duty. It's not fun. You think it's fun. It's not really fun.
It's fun if you're also a 10-year-old.
Oh, okay, fine. If you're 10, sure, play it.
I mean, well, if you're 10, you shouldn't be listening to this. Yeah, in my opinion. Please don't.
You should be playing Animal Crossing New Horizons instead.
But yeah, fishing. It's the best thing you can ever add to a video game. Like I always tell my friends, if this game had fishing in it, it'd be way more enjoyable. Not to say that I hate every other game that I play, but all you have to do is add fishing into your game. If there's a pool of water in the game, give my character a fishing pole to catch some fish, you know? I mean, it will take a long time because, you know, video game programming and making is hard. But I'll wait if you promise that you're going to add fishing to the certain video game.
There might be fishing on Cyberpunk.
Okay.
Is there? Oh.
If they do, I might be buying it.
Oh, God. With everything that they've been showing online, like, I feel like the iceberg, there's so much more.
Yeah.
They're not going
They're like, we're adding fishing. The people go crazy.
Hey, people too. I'm not totally in a I'm totally not alone on that. There's been other games where like they add fishing to it, and like the whole community is like, "Hell yeah, I've been waiting for so long. I've been wanting this since day one. So glad you added it." And I'm like, these are my people. These are the people that I would love to play video games with. And I understand my joy.
And you can just plug in like, hey, if you guys do like talking about fishing, I do have this podcast.
Oh god, me talk on a forum? Yeah, my social anxiety extends even that far.
But man, that's something I would be genuinely shocked if they had that in the Cyberpunk. Just imagine with your best friend Keanu Reeves.
Man,
like Keanu, look,
the guy inside your head.
Look, it's a future. It's a space fish. It's a cyborg fish. Keanu.
I would go crazy for that.
I would too.
Catching cyberfish?
Oh my god, just imagine. Cyber sharks? Oh
my god.
Only if they do it right, though. If they actually make it fishing and not, you kill this fish and then you can catch it. And it's like, that's not fishing. That's just you killing an animal and taking it. Well, I mean, I guess that's also what fishing is as well. One could argue. Anyway. It's kind of weird, too, because I don't exactly know where my whole fishing enjoyment came from. It might have been from, like way back in the day with the older stuff. Either that or people on YouTube and Twitch being into it. I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds cool. They made it fun.
You don't know too many people who are into just the simple things about just fishing in a video game. Like, it's just one of those very niche, or just kind of like those little mini games that they have, and you just think, wow, that's cool. Fishing, awesome.
Yeah, that's how my friends are. They don't understand fishing like I do.
They don't see what I see.
They don't.
Fishing is much more than this.
You know, you're playing a couple games, and they're the ones like off playing the game. I'm over here, you know, with my fishing pole trying to catch something. It probably won't even do anything beneficial, but you know, I gotta catch it because I gotta. But that was all Animal Crossing, or fishing in Animal Crossing at least. Oh, I promised I would talk about this at the beginning of this episode. Their big update they had. I'm so happy they finally did this. They brought back the diving from New Leaf.
Oh yeah, can you please explain that? Like, I actually glanced over that detail.
Oh yeah, so it's again, it's simple but super fun and addicting. Diving in Animal Crossing, as far as I know, they added it in New Leaf, but you get the wetsuit, you put on the wetsuit, and then you dive into the water. Like, literally dive. Your character, like, if you jump off the dock or the rocks, you can do a little cannonball or flip. And there's more fish to catch, technically.
Oh no, more?
Yes. Yes, because you can never have enough fish to catch. Well, some of them are fish anyway. But yeah, your character actually swims around. You dive underwater. Once you see like the air bubbles and the shadow underwater, you go down and pick it up. And it's like it does the same old pun and thing that this game is known for.
Oh, more fishing puns, man. The amount of puns in this game all relating to fish.
My favorite one that I've seen so far, that I can think of anyway, is one of the diving fish you can catch. It's a jellyfish. It's the moon jellyfish that you catch. And the I guess, pun, it says, for this one is, now I need to find a sun peanut butter fish.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That's so good.
And yeah, for the diving stuff, I'm so glad they, as far as I know, it seems like it anyway, they took this out from New Leaf. In New Leaf, as you're minding your own business, swimming around, trying to catch these new sea creatures, a jellyfish comes out of nowhere and stings you, and then, like, it doesn't do anything bad, it's just, like, annoying, and your character, like, writhes in pain for a second, and kind of just, like, kills your whole mood, but in New Horizons, it seems like, anyway, that they took it out, so it's like, I can swim in the ocean in peace and not have to worry about getting attacked while I'm trying to have fun.
Oh man, I hope not. I don't want a fish stinging me.
Oh,
I mean, a jellyfish stinging me.
and since it's your first time about the whole diving stuff, make sure you look for a scallop, because one of the best NPCs in this game, his name is Pascal, he's an otter, he will take that scallop off your hands and give you a cool item.
Really?
Yep, and not only that, but he'll also drop some pretty real truth on you. Well, some, like, advice and, like, just word knowledge on you.
I have so much to experience in this game. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, you're still, like, at the very beginning of it, too, I would say.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm telling you, once you start terraforming and playing out what you do with your island, you're gonna go crazy.
Already, this is just too much, but it's so addicting.
Yeah.
Damn it,
Like
Carlos,
I said, I play it every day, nonstop.
It's consumed me.
Well, that does it for the fishing portion of this little talking show. For you guys, for both of you, newcomers, is there anything special or new you would want them to add, or hopefully they would add that would maybe bring you in and draw you more into the game?
I would say, I don't know. I don't really know anything about fishing from, like, the complete outsider view, but, like, if there was, like, a multiplayer, like, you can travel to each other's, like, villages or islands and, like, fish with each other, or no?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, dude, that's sick. What the hell? Why do I not have this game?
Hey, you see me talk about nonstop. That should be enough for you to pick it up.
That's facts. Hey, do you know what'd be funny is if we did, like, talked about the fishing while we're fishing, you know, in the game.
Meta.
Meta.
Oh my god, I'd have to spend money on the capture card for that.
Oh yeah.
Hey, and that would also save me the time of having to draw this thumbnail that I'm going to use for this video that you guys totally see right now. For those of you watching, this beautiful thumbnail that I drew.
Oh, it's so nice. It's so beautiful.
Hopefully I drew it and not say that I just drew it and decided to put up something else.
It's just a stick figure with a fishing pole.
I'm going to try, alright? I'm going to do my best.
Oh, man.
So before we end this first episode, any final thoughts that you guys would like to say before I wrap this up?
I think I'm good.
If you have Animal Crossing, highly recommend. Just, take the time, learn to press A when the time is right. Because I had a hard time learning how to fish in this game.
Oh my god!
Every other game that gets confusing.
Another one of my friends had the same issue because we visited his island and we were just, like, hanging out with him, helping him out. We see him trying to catch a fish, and he throws it in, and the fish nibbles it, and he, like, throws it back, and we're just like, oh, okay, like, maybe he just accidentally pressed the button. But he does it again, and reels it back, and it's like, are you having a hard time there, buddy? And he's like, yeah, I'm trying to catch a fish, but, like, it's not, like, am I doing it wrong? It's like, yeah, all you gotta do is just press A when it bites down. He's like, wait, what? So he actually like waits for a second and waits for it to bite down and catch it, and he's like, oh my god!
Mind blown.
And yes, all you have to do is press A. You don't have to like hold it down. You don't have to repeatedly press it. But whatever floats your boat, I guess.
But yeah, that's my moral. That's my takeaway of this episode. Press A, man.
Just
Press
press
A.
A.
Press A.
Press A.
All right, and if that's it for the fishing tonight or today, depending on your listening schedule. Before I end this, I would like to. This is going to become my favorite segment of these podcasts. Here are a couple of my honorable mentions for fishing in video games. They are honorable mentions because I feel like you either couldn't fish in the game, or rather, there are fish in the game, but you can't catch them, or the fishing mechanic is very poor. So, for example, or I feel like I wouldn't be able to make a podcast episode based on these games. My number one, well, in no particular order, but first on the list for my honorable mentions for this episode, number one, Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh, that's a good one.
A very great game. If you guys haven't played it yet, I highly recommend that you do. They've released the game like 3 times now. Original PS2, re-release on the PS3, and then remaster for the PS4. Pick up this game. It's pretty cool. A lot of fun. The reason why it's on the list is because there is certain spots around the world where there's water, there's fish. You can dive into the water and grab onto the fish, and that's about it. Like all you do is the fish takes you for a ride underwater, and like that's the whole point of the fish being there. Like other than for you to catch a ride. It's so dumb and stupid, but yeah. No fishing on the game, so it's not an episode. Jumping back, if I didn't cut it out from the video at the beginning of this, Resident Evil 4 is number 2 on my honorable mentions. Because
Resident Evil
curious
4.
about this.
Because yes, there are fish in the game. Technically, you can catch them, not by traditional means. You shoot the fish or you stab it with your knife, and you can catch the fish. So it's not traditional fishing of the sorts. And also because you would fight a giant fish. Well,
yeah, that part is
it.
sick.
So it's not a traditional fishing in video games, though it has a soul there, but it's not quite it. Also, the fish can be used to eat and stuff in your briefcase to later use. For health, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And my last on my honorable mentions, as funny as this is gonna sound, it is Maple Story.
Maple Story.
Yeah,
The very old MMO game. I'm sure almost about everyone that's played video games on computer or whatever has played this game at one point in life. I don't remember if the first Maple Story had fishing. I want to say they added it in to one of the recent updates, like last year. But Maple Story 2, oh boy, when that came out, they had fishing in it, and it was pretty fun. I had a lot of fun with it. But that game is now no longer up and running. They canceled the servers because it just didn't get popular, which was a shame. But I can see why. But yeah, Maple Story was a fun game that I really loved. And another example of you take a game, and you make it better by adding fishing. And it's totally what they did. For me, anyway.
True.
I had a lot of fun with the fishing in that game because it was good. It was fun. I enjoyed it. Caught a lot of fish. But that does it for my honorable mentions for fishing in video games for this episode. And yeah, that kind of does it for this little first podcast that we've done for you guys. I hope people actually listen to this.
And for those who have listened, thank you.
Yeah, of course. If you still stuck around with us this entire time, either you decide to click on it out of generosity after me posting it, I appreciate that, I really do. Or if you're just some rando that clicked on the video, again, I appreciate it if you stuck out this long and heard us out on what we have to say of just shooting the shit. It really means a lot. This is the first episode. Just want to see where it goes. Hey, if you like it, cool. Let me know. We'll love your feedback. If not, still tell me, I guess, so I can see what I did wrong. Or what we did wrong, rather. Just regardless, let me know your feelings on it, and I may or may not respond to you. Depending on what you say. So with that being said, take it easy, everyone. Stay safe. Have fun out there.
Stay safe. Have a good one.
Stay safe. Catch some fish.
And I don't have any kind of theme music to play, so that'll be it. Alright, we're getting copyright strike.
That was it. That was the one strike. That's it.